Bloodthirsty review, guys. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys who bring the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, guys. This is our review of Bloodthirsty, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodthirsty tells the story of Gray, who is an indie singer who's really lost her charisma, just making music and everything, and she seems lost, but all hope does not fail, guys, when she encounters a producer who's willing to produce her music for her. And it looks like it gets really psychological, gets really deep in here, guys. I can't wait for y'all to watch this movie. Let's get right to it, Angela, because we're about to get in a heap of trouble right here. Scary trouble, goosebumps, theoretical thriller right here, guys. Let's get right to it. Hope y'all ready for this. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys, who bring the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dissect this movie, man. This is our review of Bloodthirsty. Angela, how are you excited for this movie?
So going into it, we didn't really know, too much what it was about.
We didn't watch any trailer, by the way.
We didn't watch any trailer going into this. You kind of get the hint from the title. It's going to be like a thriller of some sort.
Yeah.
And then, going into it, watching the first, opening scenes, you kind of get the psychological aspects. So it's going to be a little bit of like almost like, I don't want to cuss, but like a mind F, because it's like you don't know. And I love those movies where it just you question your reality. I really like that. I really like the way it was set up. There was, and I think I tell Ryan this a lot. I feel like you don't need to do too much of the character development in certain things. Like we really got to agree.
I have to disagree there. Sorry, I have to disagree.
Certain things, but so for this, I wouldn't have wanted the first 30 minutes to introduce these two characters. I think the way they introduced them is perfect. All we needed to know. I do think you need character development in certain things, but in this movie,
but the lead for sure.
Yeah, the lead. So we get a sense of that in the movie, but you don't need half the movie to tell her story to get a sense of what's happening. And I like that they went pretty much straight into the plot, the story, what's happening. It's the singer, she really needs this big break, and she's been kind of a funk, like you say, lost herself, and she finds this producer who is willing to produce her music, which is like very doesn't come across too often, not too many opportunities, so she's willing to take it, and then we go from there where it just spirals downhill.
This definitely is, I would say, a really strong directed movie, and you could tell from this film. I mean, this feels like an underground film, and I love it. I'm digging it. I'm digging the snow vibes in here. I'm digging just the winter vibes in here. I'm digging a lot, and that's the thing too, is that this film, we didn't look up the history yet, but we'll put on the comments down below if that does come true. This film could have been filmed during quarantine, and it just feels like that because it's a remote location. It's set in a remote location. It keeps switching on and off. Like, I love it because it just shows us a lot of character development with Gray, which is the lead actress in here. And I love that about her because she really shows us who she is as a person before and after the fact. Also, she's getting these visual effects, visions, I would say, as a wolf, which kind of give us a little hints there, here and there. We saw that. And after watching this movie, we saw a trailer. And I was like, oh, snap. It kind of gives us that vibe. It looks like psychologically, it looks like, in a sense to where like maybe I was a wolf in my past life, or maybe in my future life I want to be a wolf, or reincarnated as a wolf,
or even like like in the movie you find out that she's vegan, so maybe she just has these hidden impulses that
exactly,
because you get a sense of like she has maybe some like a trauma or something is definitely haunting her from the past,
for sure.
And like you say, she has these visions. So you get like in between what's going on in the movie, the present day, you get a glimpse of her past, which helps set up the tone. And I agree with you. I like the creepy remote aspect because that not only, like you say, could have been maybe for quarantine, we don't know, but it also adds that like creepy necessary vibe that she travels to this remote location to essentially a strange producer's house. And then, like what can go wrong, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's a very mystery film. And I love that because it leaves it a kind of sort of, it doesn't leave it the mystery at the end, but it leaves a mystery pretty much throughout the movie. This film comes out, runtime is 1 hour and 24 minutes. That's perfect. It went by so quick. And I loved it because it was quick, perfect. I don't think it should have been a longer movie.
No.
I think it was perfect. That's the perfect runtime. I can't say perfect much more.
It was definitely, I think if you, because it did in the middle start to drag for me a little bit, certain parts, but if it had been definitely longer, I think it would have definitely added more drag, for me at least.
Yeah, and it would have really taken a hit to the grade that we're about to give it right now too as well. So I just going back into it. So Bloodthirsty, the special effects in here, or the makeup effects, I would say,
the effects.
Was really good. I mean, dude, for being an underground cinema, because that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like an indie vibe, and I love that because it shows us like a movie doesn't have to be a huge, big budget buster to really get people in the seats and to get people to really watch your movie, because people are going to watch this movie, and I hope they do, because this is a really good film. I feel like it has a lot of momentum. It's going to be great word of mouth here when they talk about it, and let's talk about that makeup, dude. That makeup was sick. Again,
and you don't even need
the hairstyle, like the hair makeup is great.
Yeah, you don't even need, like you say, a big budget. You don't need over the top dramatic makeup.
$100
you just need something simple and effective. And I feel like this film did that. Like you said, the makeup was really good.
Because you see different kind of movies, and all of them have like $100 million budget, and they freaking suck. And you're just like, crap. You spent $100 million on this movie and it freaking sucks balls. Like it just, you don't want it to happen like that. You don't want it to happen like that whatsoever. No one wants to see their investment talk bad about it. And for people to really talk really great things about this movie, knowing that, it's a very underground cinema film, and I love it. I love every bit of this film. And I love the vibes it gives out. I just love the goreness in here. The gore is really good. It's really intuitive. It's really great, gritty. And I love it. Psychologically, the trip we're about to go on is a very trippy, guys. So be on the lookout for that when you're watching this movie. You're gonna go on a very trippy vibe.
Like I like films like that. They kind of make you question reality. What's real? What's not? What's in her head? What's not? Like it, and when it becomes so fragmented, like how she is. Exactly. I really enjoy that because it just shows how powerful the mind is. Like how things happen. They do happen in real life. People do have these hallucinations, visions, and I really like seeing that portrayed on the big film, and especially with the weird twist of in this film, it's where she's essentially maybe like a wolf or not. Or a creature.
Exactly there. This was actually directed by Amelia Moses, and I love this because it shows like she has known to do a lot of different kind of films, and this just shows like she could really this is a really good, I think this is a really good one to really shine on this type of film. And again, we're going to go back to saying it's a word of mouth type of movie. And I feel like of us saying, the fans, and especially you guys on the comments down below, let us know your thoughts of this movie. It's really going to shape the film into where like people are going to get their butts to go see this movie in theaters or on videos on demand. But yeah. Alrighty, guys, let's go into ratings. Or was this the film that we deserve? I'll say yes, right?
I would say I like any psychological thriller movie. And especially this one that was done pretty well. And like I said, you can correct us if this was filmed in quarantine, that's awesome. They took a situation, global pandemic where we're very limited on what we can do. To be able to produce a movie, it's actually at the core very simple. The way that it was done as far as sets and makeup and but that's all you really need, a simple plot, straightforward plot. Effective makeup, really good acting, and that's really all you need to make a very good film like this. And so I really like it. I gotta commend them for that. That's really cool.
Exactly. There you go. All right, ratings 1 out of 10. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Angela, we're gonna give this rating. I'm gonna go an 8. I already had it on the back of my mind. I was like, I'm gonna do a solid 8, ladies and gentlemen. 8, because this is a really good film, and it's gonna go up there, man. It's gonna be one of the I would say the top ones for sure this year, coming up this year as far as horror films. Now, that's with me not saying The Conjuring, which we'll be talking about The Conjuring 3. That's before that, which I'm excited for that. But yeah, I'm going to give it a solid 8. What are you going to give it?
I will agree with you. I'll give it an 8 too, just because it was very well. The plot was real simple. It had just enough development to really understand what was going on. It didn't have too many jump scares. I feel like scary movies, horror movies kind of rely on that, fall back
a little bit. It
does, but it's not over annoying or over dramatic. True. I think the horror was really on point.
Awesome.
The makeup, the set, like you said, it was snow, remote, creepy. So I think the actors and actresses did very well.
Very good. All right, guys, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. You like a review, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. Again, put on the comments down below. Maybe you did not like this movie. Put on the comments down below. Maybe you loved it. put it down below, guys. All right. Have a good one. Stay safe. Have a good week. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right. Catch y'all later. Peace.